Okay, so I have my advertisement here. I have my background of the state or city or country I chose for the background of my advertisement, and you'll see it in its own layer right here, which is what we need. The next thing I want to do is I want to add some images, some other stuff to this postcard that I'm making that represents St. Louis, which is what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go back to Google image search, and I'm going to look up some stuff about St. Louis. And one thing I know about St. Louis is that their baseball team, the Cardinals, are one of the best baseball teams in the world. So I'm going to look up the Cardinals logo. And I'm actually going to find a Cardinals logo that when I click on it, it has this checkerboard pattern on the back, which is really nice. If you don't automatically find something that has a checkerboard pattern, what you can do is you can go to Tools, and you can change the color to transparent. Because what that checkerboard pattern does is it means the background is transparent. Okay, and I'll show you what that does in just a second. So once you find an image you want, you're going to, again, open it in a new tab. So either control click or right click on it and get this menu open and open the image in a new tab. And here it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that URL again and control C to copy it. I'm going to go back to Photopea again. And I'm going to have my advertisement open. I'm going to go to File, Open More, Open from URL. And I'm going to control V and paste that in there again, right? I pasted over the old one, which is fine. And I'm going to do current project again. And I'm going to hit OK. And it's going to upload it. And here it is. And it is on our layer right here. So if you see on the right side, it's on our layer. And we can't see it. It's invisible, right? That's because it's behind these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it here. And I'm going to bring it to the top of the list and drop it. And now it's on top. Okay. And let's say I want to make it smaller and move it. So the way to do that is I can go to make sure you have the layer selected, of course, right? Go to Edit, Free Transform, and it will give me a box. And then I can just click and drag and make it smaller. And I can mush it, whatever you want to do with it, right? You can do what you want. I can even do this to it, right? So maybe I'll put this up in the right-hand corner. I think that looks nice for an advertisement. Boom. There you go. Okay, I'm going to hit Enter to make it stick, and we're good. And now it has its own layer there. What if it doesn't have a background? So let's find something else. Another example here. Another thing about St. Louis that I really remember is let's put in some toasted raviolis. Ravioli. Toasted raviolis are very popular in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm going to find a picture of toasted raviolis. Now, I could go to Tools and change the color to transparent like I showed you to try and find some that have a transparent background, right? But these aren't super good. There's even a pony in here for some reason. A toasted ravioli pony. I don't know. I'm going to change the colors to any color again. And I'm just going to find one that I think looks good. I'm going to show you how to cut it out, okay, and put it in your image. So let's say I want, this one. So I'm going to click on there. I've got the image here. I'm going to right click or control click on the Chromebook, open image in new tab, and here it is. I'm going to grab the URL, control C to copy it, go back to Photopea, go to File again, open more, open from URL, control V to paste it. And what I'm going to do differently is I'm going to do new project. Okay. And what that's going to do is when I hit OK, it'll load it and it's going to put it in a new tab up here. See in the top left, I have my project and I have a new tab with my toasted raviolis. Okay. These look delicious. And let's say I want to cut out this plate, right? So to cut out things in an image, what we need to do is we have several options. If you go on the left side here, and you can right click or control click on these to get more, okay? We have these selection tools, okay? And these will let me select parts of the image. Play around with different ones, right? So I can use the magic wand and I can try and get it to pick things up, right? But the image is too complicated for the magic wand. So it's selecting things kind of in a weird way. So I'm going to deselect that. So Control D, or to go up here and hit deselect. And I'm just going to use the regular old, I'm going to try the magnetic lasso. So I'm gonna cut this plate out. I'm going to click here with the magnetic lasso. I'm going to click once. And I'm just going to drag around the plate. And it is using the computer's brain power to try and figure out where it thinks I want it to put the line. Okay. And because the plate is very bright white and the background is dark, it can pick that out easily. So I'm going to click again, and now I have that selected. Uh-oh, I messed up. I double clicked. Let me do it again real quick. Click again. Now I have it selected. So now that I have it selected, what I can do is I can grab my little pointer. I can Control C and copy that selection, go back to my project, add a new, so on the bottom right, I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to have that layer selected, and I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to hit Control V, and it pasted it for me. Then what I got to do, it's huge, right? I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform. I'm going to move it around, and I'm going to make it smaller. That's all I'm going to do. And now I've got my toasted raviolis cut out from that other image, right? Fantastic. Hit Enter, placed it. You don't have to use that selection tool, right? You can also, let me deselect this. If the magic wand or the magnetic lasso doesn't work, you can just do regular old lasso, and you can do it by hand, right? So I can just kind of do a design here and select what I want. Take my pointer, Control C to copy it, go back to my project, and Control V to paste it again. And I can do the exact same thing. I'm going to free transform, make it smaller, and notice I just cut out that part. That's it. And I put it made a new layer for me, actually, which is nice. So those are the basics. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a background. You're going to cut some things out, add some things to make your advertisement.